Cortana here, talking about the brand new game that has someone of my exact name in it, Halo 4. It is an unbelievable new game that is one of my personal favorites of all time. The best way to describe Halo 4 is like sex for your eyes that you can play. It's absolutely stunning and unbelievable. If you played Mass Effect 3, the graphics in Halo 4 are actually better than Mass Effect 3, and most of them are actually done live render. So the entire thing looks unbelievably realistic, I swear to you. I almost looked over at the person next to me and thought they were fake because they weren't as good looking as the actual game. There's brand new weapons. I know a few people were a little bit nervous about some of the weapons because they saw it assemble in your hand, and that's very un-Halo. However, these weapons are actually created by a different form of AI than Cortana, and so they're almost in themselves a computer program that kind of assembles in your hand, shoots light bullets. It's actually really cool. I actually prefer them to the original Halo weapons, which I know a lot of people won't agree with me on simply because they're longtime Halo fans, but personally I find them more powerful. So, I go with power over tradition. This is the very first game produced by a new game company, 343. And as a first game, I did an amazing job. It's definitely something that they're going to get a lot of credit for and get a lot of jobs out of having Halo 4, which turned out unbelievable as their very first game on the market. So definitely a game company to start looking forward to because they're going to do a great job with all the games they produce. They proved that with Halo 4. In multiplayer, there are a few new features that you can use, like Promethean Vision. That personally I find very useful on multiple level maps because rather than the typical radar, which just shows a dot and you have no idea whether they're above you or below you, you can actually look through walls and it will show where they are physically in red on any level, on any point on the map. Doesn't last forever, however, it's very nice if you're trying to sneak up on something. They did also, for the most part, get rid of jetpack and armor lock. There are a few jetpacks. I personally prefer the one that just gives you a slight boost, so either to go over gaps, go sideways, whatever. Doesn't go up and down. Armor lock to me was the most annoying armor ability ever, and I'm very, very glad it's gone. They replaced it with a shield. It's called a light shield. It basically blocks you from the front, not from behind. It makes you move slower, but you can move around. And obviously it does not make you invincible to grenades, which personally I'm very thankful for. So like I said, I dislike armor lock in multiplayer because in my opinion, if you're not playing with more than 16 people, it's just kind of saying, help me, I don't know how to play the game. Sorry. Another thing that's always very fun about Halo 4 is the brand new controllers and console that came out with it as a package. Now yes, Halo usually does this. However, these ones are very different. And yes, most people don't get as excited about this as I do, but I'm a very aesthetic person, and so I can appreciate this. The casings on both the controller and the Xbox are actually partially transparent. So you can see all the circuitry and the chips and everything working inside, and the lights, especially on the controller, you can actually see where they're coming from. So instead of just the 4 little dashes around the middle of the Xbox controller, you can actually see these 4 pillars of light inside the controller, which I think is pretty cool. Now, obviously, the only way I can know so much about this game is by playing it myself, so maybe, if you're lucky, you'll find me online playing. And also, feel free to visit me at CortanaCutie.com, and there you can see more videos of me, not just covering blue paint.